Hello and welcome to day 9 of my 30 days of belly dance. So today we're going to look at the upwards vertical figure of 8. So it's a little bit different to a vertical one hip circle because we're looking to create this sort of infinity flow and this infinity movement from one hip to the other, shifting our weights and getting that really nice juicy feeling. So again, like everything, we're going to start in a really good posture, and we're going to start by taking our hip out to the side, and I'm going to pull up with my muscles in here. So I'm going to bring this hip up. I'm going to allow my hip to come off the floor. Some teachers teach this without the hip coming off the floor, but I think that makes it really hard when you're trying to get and understand the movement. So this hip's come up and down. Now this hip is now out here to the side. So I'm going to lift this hip. I'm going to pull up with this muscle, and I'm not pushing with my heel from the floor. I'm really pulling the movement from here. I'm bringing it in and down and my feet together. This hip's now out to the side. So I'm going to pull up, straightening my leg, pushing this hip up, pulling it up at the same time with the muscle, shifting the weight, and it's like the weight then pours down into this other leg, and there's an ease into the movement, and then I'm pulling up and easing into this side, pulling up, easing into this side, pulling up and relax, up and relax. And I really do need to use these muscles in here. And it might seem strange and it might feel quite hard, but I'm consciously pulling in and squeezing in with this muscle here. I'm thinking in and down, in and down, in and down. And this is one of the reasons that I love the dance. I don't have to lie on the floor and do sit-ups and really try and kind of burn away at my abdominal muscles, because all the work is done here organically through the muscles. Okay, so let's now look at that movement and see if we can keep those heels on the floor. So we do need to have a softness through the knees, and we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to come out to the side and pull up with that muscle. Change the weight over to here and relax down. Pull up and relax down. Pull up and relax down. And having practice with your heels coming off, you may find that this feels really hard and that there's a smaller range of movement, which I guess is kind of going to be obvious. There is going to be a slightly smaller range of movement, but it's a good discipline to just practice, because it really does make you work these muscles in here. So let me show you this movement from behind. Okay, and we can also take this movement, breaking our rules a little bit of having our nice belly dance push to here where we're in alignment, by starting from a slightly wider stance. And the wider stance, we need to really do lift the heel a little bit to get into the movement. So we're going to come up, down and up with the other side, up and up. So you can see I'm pulling up, down through the muscles here, up through this one. And I'm just going to bring my arms up so you can follow the movement, keep them out the way. And with this movement, I'm having to work really hard not to let my hips twist. I think they kind of want to kind of flop forwards, but we want to keep them in this nice vertical plane so we see the full curve of the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, relax. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Release. Let me show you this movement from behind. Taking the wider stance. 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. And once more from the front. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. Now go and find any piece of music that kind of calls to you, something that feels fluid, that you kind of want to explore, that kind of feels quite juicy, that's got some of those kind of, again, the accordion or maybe some violin or something that you kind of really draws out in the melody, where you can feel the music expanding and contracting, and you want to follow that movement with your body. So go and find a fab piece of music, have a practice with your vertical figure eights, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you, bye bye.